At Mission Walk, we believe in second chances. With world-class physiotherapy and rehabilitation, we help patients regain strength, mobility, and confidence. Whether it's recovery from stroke, spinal injuries, or neurological conditions, our expert team is here for you. With cutting-edge technology and personalized care, we turn struggles
If he has given on top of the stems. That's a shot. Just flick down to the legs. If that is, yeah, if that is a ball. That's bold. Great. Wow. That's bold. Great. Wow. మంచిగా ఎండ్ చేస్తాడు అనుకుంటున్నాను ఈ ఓవర్. ఒక్కరనే వచ్చింది. మంచిగా కాదు, సూపర్గా ఎండ్ చేశాడు. మంచిగా కాదు, సూపర్గా ఎండ్ చేశాడు. దాట్స్ ఎండ్ చేస్తాడు అనుకుంటున్నాను ఈ ఓవర్. ఒక్కరనే వచ్చింది. మంచిగా కాదు, సూపర్గా ఎండ్ చేశాడు. మంచిగా కాదు, సూపర్గా ఎండ్ చేశాడు. దాట్స్ ఎండ్ చేస్తాడు అనుకుంటున్నాను ఈ ఓవర్. ఒక్కరనే వచ్చింది. మంచిగా కాదు, సూపర్గా ఎండ్ చేశాడు. మంచిగా కాదు, సూపర్గా ఎండ్ చేశాడు.
At Mission Walk, we believe in second chances. With world-class physiotherapy and rehabilitation, we help patients regain strength, mobility, and confidence. Whether it's recovery from stroke, spinal...
Because there are no batsmen under you. No need to hit that. Yes, Arvind got out. That's a good catch. Seems to be like a fielder got.
At Mission Walk, we believe in second chances. With world-class physiotherapy and rehabilitation, we help patients regain strength, mobility, and confidence. Whether it's recovery from stroke, spinal injuries, or neurological conditions, our expert team is here for you. With cutting-edge technology and personalized care, we turn struggles into victories. Because at Mission Walk, we don't just treat, we transform lives. Mission Walk. Walk again. Live again. Visit us today.
Getting frustrated, tap the ball, tap the ball, no need to hit. See, tap the ball just and give the single. Bowled! Vishal, we bowled, bowled, bowled. Getting frustrated, tap the ball, no need to hit. See, tap the ball just and give the single. Bowled! Vishal, we bowled, bowled, bowled. Getting frustrated, tap the ball, no need to hit. See, tap the ball just and give the single. Bowled! Vishal, we bowled, bowled, bowled. Getting frustrated, tap the ball, no need to hit. See, tap the ball just and give the single. Bowled! Vishal, we bowled, bowled, bowled. Getting frustrated, tap the ball, no need to hit. See, tap the ball just and give the single. Bowled! Vishal, we bowled. Even for Vishal, it seems to be surprised for this field. Oh, good shot! That's what I'm talking about. Great shot by Vishal. It's a boundary. in batting, Prashant in bowling. Oh, catch! He has taken it. He has taken it. Way.
At Mission Walk, we believe in second chances. With world-class physiotherapy and rehabilitation, we help patients regain strength, mobility, and confidence. Whether it's recovery from stroke, spinal injuries, or neurological conditions, our expert team is here for you. With cutting-edge technology and personalized care, we turn struggles into victories. Because at Mission Walk, we don't just treat, we transform lives. Mission Walk. Walk again. Live again. Visit us today.
Raghu bowled. Raganna bowled. What exactly is happening? I am చేస్తారా? 5 రన్స్ మైనస్ చేస్తారా బ్యాటింగ్ స్కోర్ నుంచి? శ్రీకాంత్ చాలా బాగా వేస్తున్నాడు. సింపుల్. ఓ క్యాచ్! దట్స్ అ గ్రేట్ క్యాచ్, బట్ ఇట్ వాస్ ఆన్. చేస్తారా?
At Mission Walk, we believe in second chances. With world-class physiotherapy and rehabilitation, we help patients regain strength, mobility, and confidence. Whether it's recovery from stroke, spinal injuries, or neurological conditions, our expert team is here for you. With cutting-edge technology and personalized care, we turn struggles into victories. Because at Mission Walk, we don't just treat, we transform lives. Mission Walk. Walk again. Live again. Visit us today. Walk, we believe in second chances. With world At Mission Walk, we believe in second chances. With world-class physiotherapy and rehabilitation, we help patients regain strength, mobility, and confidence. Whether it's recovery from stroke, spinal injuries, or neurological conditions, our expert team is here for you. With cutting-edge technology and personalized care, we turn struggles into victories. Because at Mission Walk, we don't just treat, we transform lives. Mission Walk. Walk again. Live again. Visit us today.
This is your moment. Push past limits, rise above fear. Every challenge is your chance. It's not just about winning, it's about how hard you fight.
And we're back. This is the first semi-final of the third season of UCL. This is Lightning Bolts versus Kinetic Warriors. Kinetic Warriors earlier in the day had won the toss and chosen to field first. Lightning Bolts have managed just 79 in their quota. Actually, before the quota, they managed to get all out for 79 on the board. Some really good and tight bowling from Kinetic Warriors. Despite giving more than 35 extras, overall the bowling was very tight, managing to pick up wickets at very regular intervals. Prashant was the pick of the bowler. Not only did he get 5 wickets, but it also contained a hat-trick. Both of them are a first for UCL, the first hat-trick in UCL and the first 5-wicket haul for UCL. So well done to Prashant. But we're ready to start the chase. Kinetic Warriors chasing 80. Raghu starts off and a good ball, length outside off, just tapped down to gully. So a dot to start the proceedings. We have Manikanta Nani taking strike and Chaitanya Ramarao at the non-strikers end. Raghu Uyala will take the ball as he runs in for the second ball and he's clean bowled him. That is what Raghu does. Tight lines, tight lengths. Nani goes for an ungainly slog sweep. Totally loses his shape, misses the ball completely, and the ball clashes into middle and off stump. That's the first wicket down for no runs on the board. This game might be on, gentlemen.
తీసాడు చూద్దాం 5వ వికెట్ వస్తుందా ప్రశాంత్కి రాలేదు నో అవుట్ అవుట్ అరే నో ఐ సీమ్స్ టు బి ఆన్ ద లెగ్ సైడ్ బట్ ఎంపైర్ హ్యాస్ రైజ్ హిస్ ఫింగర్
They will need to start building an innings, Kinetic Warriors. 80 does look like a small target, but if you lose 2 or 3 quick wickets, the pressure's right back on you. Chaitanya Ram is known to build a long innings. He will be joined by Abhinay. Abhinay does play both types of knocks. It will be interesting to see which Abhinay has come out to bat today. Raghu getting ready for the third ball. None for one after 2 balls. Here's Raghu to Abhinay. Left arm over. Good length. Just outside off. Tapped to point. And they take a single. So Abhinay gets off the mark. Kinetic Warriors get off the mark. It's 1 for 1 after 3 balls. And Chaitanya will now face his first ball. Here's Raghu. An exact copy paste of the ball. Once again, just tap down with an open face to gully. No run there. So good start for lightning bolts. This is what they were looking for. But they have to continue and build on it. As the next ball is a loose ball. It's a full toss on middle. But that's hit straight down long on. Chaitanya can't believe it. I certainly cannot believe it. That was a rank full toss. He could have dispatched that ball anywhere in the ground. And in fact, anywhere outside the ground. But he's hit that straight up and down to the down into the throat of long on. So Chaitanya has to go for another duck. And Kinetic Warriors are suddenly 1 run for 2 wickets and we haven't even completed the first over yet. This game is on, guys. This game is truly on. We saw a remarkable comeback from Lightning Bolts in the last season in the semi-finals. Will we see another comeback from them this time? The previous season was with the bat, they were chasing. This time they are defending. But can they pull off another miracle? One run, 2 wickets, and the captain now walks in. Giri Suresh Kumar will face the last ball of the innings. Raghu, can he finish strong as well? Last ball of the over. Outside off on, that's cut down to gully. It was slightly loopish, but not close to a catch. That could have been disaster. That is an excellent first over by Raghu, the captain of Lightning Bolts. Exactly what the team needed and the captain delivers at just the right time. Raghu starts off by picking 2 wickets for just the 1 run in the over. Harish Reddy will share the new ball with Raghu. They really need another wicket or 2 here. Lightning Bolts. Kinetic Warriors will look to avoid that situation. Abhinay and Giri Suresh really need to consolidate here. They need to build an innings. see off this new ball, get out of the power play region, and play slowly towards the target of 80 runs. 80 looking like 180 right now. As we get ready to play, Harish runs in. Abhinay shuffles across. Length ball outside off. Tapped to point again for another single. Satish does the fielding. Picks up the ball on the second attempt. But no harm there. So once again Abhinay rotates the strike. Suresh now to face Harish for the first time. That's a short ball. Very, very short ball. Suresh goes for the pull. There's a very loud appeal. Seems to be for caught behind. Suresh is appealing to the leg umpire for a wide. Neither of those appeals are upheld. So it will be the first bouncer for the over. And that's not out as well. The wicketkeeper is not happy. He definitely thinks there was an edge. Some of the fielders joined in on the appeal, but was not very enthusiastic from most of the others. So a dot ball, 2 runs, 2 wickets. Harish runs in again. Length ball, again outside off, tapped to gully, no run. It's been tight so far. There was hardly one loose ball that was bowled in the first 9 balls of the innings, and even that loose ball got a wicket. So, an excellent start. Lightning Bolts could not have asked for more up until now. They can ask for more going forward. And a length ball, slightly fuller than he wanted to. Suresh plays a huge heave, gets a thick outside edge. The ball loops over third man. Goes towards the boundary where it is fielded, but not before the batsmen come back for 2 runs. So 4 runs now for the loss of 2 wickets. 2 balls left in this over. Can it get any more eventful? Making some changes to the field now, Harish. Wants to bring in deep cover. And I think he's brought down deep long on. And he bowls a slower one. That's a very good change of pace by Harish. Very good control over this slower ball. Completely deceives the batsman. And the last ball of the over is another short ball, but doesn't quite rise as high. It's slightly on the leg side. Suresh swivels and pulls it to the left of square leg. That's the first boundary of the innings for Kinetic Warriors. Comes off the bat of the captain. And the score is now 8 runs for 2 wickets after 2 overs, as Raghu will come back to continue the bowling innings. Here's Raghu, fresh over, length ball again, outside off, another tap down to gully, another dot ball. The next one is length, wants to swivel, gets a top edge, and that's a catch. That's the 3rd wicket down. Abhinay has to depart. Wanted to work this around the leg side. The ball was angling from left arm over to across the offside of the batsman. The closing of the bat means that he gets a leading edge. The ball loops up to the point region and the catch is completed. Third wicket now down. The game has really opened up. These are starting to get dangerous times now for Kinetic Warriors. It looked like it was going to be a one-sided game, but lightning bolts are on the verge of pulling off something special here. If they can manage it, this comeback would be one for the history books. Raghu, the captain, standing up tall when the team needed him the most. 3 wickets now for him. The big question for Kinetic Warriors and the batsman that they'll likely most rely on will be Chanakya. There has been no sign of him yet. And there is still no sign of him. And that's another good ball. Raghu comes in again. Targets the same length, good length areas. Just outside off. Beats the batsman's cut. But no harm, no foul. Surendra Suri, the new batsman in. Like I said, no Chanakya still. The same ball. That's an action replay. The batsman plays another cut. There's a huge appeal by the lightning bolts. They think they've got their man. The umpire is unmoved. The entire team thinks that's an edge. The wicketkeeper is completely convinced. But the umpire is not. So it'll stay not out. It's all happening here, guys. It's all happening here. There's a lot of action, a lot of drama. 8 runs for the loss of 3 wickets already. 2 balls remaining in this over. Can we get another one? Raghu, exactly same ball, exactly same shot and exactly same result. Length ball outside off. The batsman goes for a cut. Completely gets beaten on the height. This is some beautiful bowling. Very, very consistent. So much control and precision the bowler has. Raghu is not the quickest. He's not the fastest of bowler. But this is what makes him so dangerous. He is so accurate. Ball after ball after ball. Extremely accurate. Last ball of the over coming up. Raghu comes in, exactly same ball. This time the batsman meets him with a straight face. Instead of going for a cut, shuffles across slightly and plays it down the wicket. Back to the bowler Raghu. That ends a superb maiden wicket over by the captain. Once again, the captain standing tall when the team needs him the most. 8 runs, 3 wickets, 3 overs. Harish Reddy will continue. And we have Suresh now on strike for the start of this fresh over. Here we go. Slower ball, very full in length, but just to the right side of the off stump. It's missed that stump by a whisker. That is excellent bowling. Completely deceiving Suresh with the slower one for the second time in a row now. And the follow-up is a slower short ball. Suresh does swivel and pull. And that's taken the maximum out of the scoreboard. That is 6 runs added to the tally now. I think short ball is probably not the way to go here. You want to be full or you want to be at a good length area. With this pace, with these types of changes, short ball is not going to get you a lot of advantages here. Harish has got to realize that very soon. This one is much better. It's much better in length, just slightly straighter, so gets worked away to the onside for a single. So very good batting. Suresh gets a 6, then immediately rotates the strike. Brings back Surendra on strike. Harish needs to manufacture a wicket here. He's leaked more runs than his captain would have liked. But we know he's a wicket taking bowler. He's a very, very threatening bowler. And that's another short ball. That is another very, very short ball. That is the first bouncer for the over. But this ball to these batsmen, short bouncer outside off stump, is great for getting dot balls, but it's not very good for getting wickets. You need wickets. Dot balls in this match is not going to get you very far. And that's another length ball, but once again, just like before, he strays a little bit too straight. So once again gets worked away to the onside for another single. So good strike rotation. Overall, this is shaping up to be a very good over for Kinetic Warriors. 8 runs off it. And most importantly, not a wicket. This is another slow ball. He's becoming a little predictable now. Raghu has swept the slower ball now. Meets him with the centre of his bat. 4 overs done. It will be 17 for the loss of 3 wickets now. We'll see Raghu come back for his third over. This is also a good move. There's no point in saving Raghu or any bowler for that matter for the later overs. You want to make as many inroads as possible early on in the innings. And Raghu has been the most penetrative of the bowlers, the 2 bowlers. All 3 wickets in fact going to Raghu. Here we go, Raghu to Suresh. 5th over of the match. Copy paste, copy paste. But this time Suresh plays it with a straight bat. There's a misfield by the fielder. That was a quick single, but that's been turned into a couple. That's what putting pressure on the fielder can do. The fielder makes a slight mistake and that single has now resulted in an extra run. So 2 runs added to the total, 19 now. Exactly same ball. Played this time with an open face. Again to gully point. No run. This time it's a slightly fuller. You can call that the change up ball. This is a slightly fuller. Suresh goes for a wild hog over long on but misses the ball. The ball also misses the stumps. Good stop by the wicketkeeper there. So that will be another dot ball in the over. Could have been dangerous for Kinetic Warriors if that hit the stumps. Suresh this time makes room for the slightly shortish of length ball. Plays a tennis bat type of a shot to long on. This is a single. Brings in Surendra. You feel like Surendra is going to be the best possible target out of the 2 batsmen for Raghu. But very well played by Surendra. Swivels and plays it to deep square leg. Takes a single. Remember, this is the 5th over, so the mandatory power play has finished. So we have the field spread out now. Last ball of the 5th over. Can he get another wicket here? Oh, he cannot. That was close though, but it swiped to deep point. Tillu does the fielding, returns the ball, but that's a single. It's a single that has been turned down. That was definitely a single on offer there. The ball went to deep point. But Suresh did not want to take the single. He wants to take strike. So Suresh will be on strike for the new over. The new over, we now see a change of bowlers. We have DK coming in. DK, another bowler who can be tight and consistent and accurate. Let's see what he can do there. DK comes in. Good length ball outside off, and that's edged and caught behind. That's exactly what I was talking about. That's the perfect line and length to bowl. Not the extremely fastest of bowlers, but just like Raghu, hits those perfect areas, perfect lines, perfect lengths. Suresh goes for a drive on the up. Only manages an outside edge. That's the 4th wicket down now. Caught behind by the wicketkeeper off the bowling of DK. The first ball of DK getting a wicket. And that is a big wicket of the captain of Kinetic Warriors. 22 runs for the loss of 4 wickets in just 5.1 overs. This is the big turning point. This could be the big turning point in the game here. This is what we were all waiting for. Chanakya comes out to bat now. I mean, you get this feeling that this match now relies only on one player. If Chanakya can get going even for a few overs, this match is truly over. But if lightning bolts manage to remove Chanakya pretty early on without suffering a lot of carnage, then Kinetic Warriors are in a deep hole. Very, very deep hole. And we're back. We have Chanakya on strike now. Very, very crucial moment in the game. Plays that with an open face to gully. Takes a single of the first ball. Slightly wideish outside off stump. Surendra and Chanakya. This is the partnership. This is the match defining partnership. It's one way or the other way. They've managed to keep Surendra quiet for now. He's managed only 2 runs out of his 7 balls. Here's DK now to Surendra. That is straight and that's hit him on the pads and that's given by the umpire. Surendra did move his leg across the stumps quite a lot. That ball seemed to be very straight. The umpire says that is hitting the stumps. So that's LBW. It's the second wicket in the over for DK. What a remarkable moment in the game this is. Lightning bolts are on fire. They do not want to lose this semi-finals. Only 79 runs they managed in the first innings, but they've come out with vengeance. They've come out with fire. 23 runs for the loss of 5 wickets now, Kinetic Warriors.
Nibrit, this is cricket. You can't predict anything. That's what I was telling in the break. If suppose Kinetic Warriors will be all out for 50, then think of that. Because I'm assuming the Punjab and KKR match which has happened recently. This is a splendid display bowling performance by Lightning Bolts, led by Captain Ragana. Excellent bowling. DK has struck twice in this over. Now this will improve and the confidence, and it will give a boost to the team to put blood and sweat in the match.
Absolutely. This has been an all-round team performance led fantastically by the captain. They're giving it their all. They really are.
తీసాడు, చూద్దాం 5వ వికెట్ వస్తుందా ప్రశాంత్కి. రాలేదు. నో, అవుట్.
We are back after a short break. The break was short, but it was not uneventful. We've seen a complete reversal in the tidings and the flows and of the game. We saw Raghu come back for his fourth over and bowled a tidy over, but the batsman just played them out, knew that it was his fourth over, and they had enough time to take no risks. So played out the fourth over. The next over that was bowled by DK, completely taken apart, was hit for multiple boundaries by Surendra and Chanakya. And since then, the flow of runs just has not stopped. Even in this over bowled by Sai Kiran, we haven't seen boundaries, but it's been runs on all balls, and now a no ball, which resulted in a full toss, free hit. That's a full toss, hit down to long on. But it's another run that gets added to the total. So 6 to 7 runs of the over, but that is a lot more than what they need. They've scrambled to 50 runs. Yes, they have lost 5 wickets, but they had lost 5 wickets a long time ago. 50 runs now on the board after 9 overs. And in the remaining 9, they just need 30 more. You always feel that lightning bolts are in the game, however, with this score, right? If they manage to now pick out Chanakya, it would actually tilt in their favor. So even though there's no scoreboard pressure as such from the runs side of things, there is going to be a lot of pressure from the wickets column. The ends being changed now, and I think lightning bolts will start off with Harish once again. From a different end, from that end, we've seen him bowl off spin quite a lot, inviting the batsman to play into the leg side. Harish Reddy, and he is indeed bowling off spin. First ball is just played down towards extra cover. These two have been rotating strike well and putting away the loose balls when needed. This was a good ball, almost Yorker length from a spinner. No danger of getting a wicket, but it is a dot ball. And the next ball, once again, good length ball, worked to extra cover. Another single. Singles will do it at this point, right? Singles will do it. You only need 2 or 3 runs in every over, and singles will get you there. The occasional dot ball, not quite as dangerous as dot balls usually are in T20s. The next one, full ball, played down to long on with a straight bat. Another single added to the total. Slower, much slower this time, but it is straight and it is good. And that is swivel pulled into the gap between long on and cow corner. It's not a big gap to find, but he does find it, and that's mainly because he had so much time. That ball was much slower from an already slow spin bowler. And just going into the middle stump, middle to leg stump. So a lot of time to pick exactly the spot where he wants to hit it. And this is now a very, very big over. Harish Reddy has been expensive in his spell. He's bowled 3 overs so far, but has gone for 23 runs in those 3 overs. They needed lightning bolts. They needed something much better than that from Harish. One of the most important players in their whole lineup. Spent a lot to get him in the auction, did Raghu. You would feel that he hasn't fully justified the price tag in this tournament. This is now starting to slip out of lightning bolts just a little bit. 10 overs done, 57 for 5 now. 23 runs required. In 8 overs. We'll see Yasin come into the attack now. Yasin has had a golden arm in the past. He's picked up wickets out of the blue. Left arm orthodox. First ball that's wrapped him on the pads. That's very, very close. This is what I was talking about. But on this occasion, just sliding down leg is what the umpire says. So not quite a wicket, but very close. The next ball is looped up a little bit too much. That's a full toss. Swatted to long on. And that will be a single added to Chanakya's and Kinetic Warriors total. That is another full toss, this time by Yasin. Not quite in control of what he wants to bowl. Just quite yet. But on this occasion, the batsman fails to make him pay. So a dot ball. This is very, very wavered. This is down the leg side. Called a wide by the umpire. Could have been called wide twice. It was that wide. Not an over so far that inspires a lot of confidence. This is another ball that would have been a wide if left alone. But Shrikant gets bat on it and plays it towards fine leg. And that's 4 runs. 4 very, very, very valuable runs. Not the kind of bowling that lightning bolts were hoping for. The first ball was a very good start, but it's all just gone downhill from there. Every ball has managed to one up the previous ball in terms of lack of control. There's still 2 balls left in this over. It's already seen 6 runs. This is another full toss. Very wide outside off, but not in control of that shot, the batsman. Should have been put away, but takes an inside edge for a single. Down to short fine leg. Last ball of the over coming up. Can he finish well? That's a much better ball, but also a much better shot. Played too long off with a straight bat. A single to end the over. It will be 65 now. Only 15 runs in it, and you feel like now it might be too late for lightning bolts. We did see a hat trick come out of nowhere in the first innings, and you think that would probably be one of the only things that can save lightning bolts here. It's unlikely though. I know they are called lightning bolts, but lightning rarely strikes twice in the same place. So I think Kinetic Warriors, it's just a matter of time before they get over the line. 15 runs needed. DK now resumes. Comes back for his third. The first ball sees a single taken. The second one is a full ball outside off, but is played too long on. Srikanth adds another single to his tally and to the team tally. Short and wide. It's cut away to the cover region by Chanakya. The sweeper does tidy up. It's just a single, but it's a very valuable single at this stage. It's all slipping away. And this is good batting. This is not good bowling though. That's a wide called. DK just a little bit loose after that first over. The first over was a superb start, picked up 2 wickets in that over. But in the over that followed, get hit for plenty. And this one is a miss by the wicketkeeper Vishal Vardhan. This was a good Yorker length ball. The batsman gets beaten by on this ball. The ball misses the legs, misses the leg stump as well. But Vishal, the wicketkeeper, does not manage to stop the ball. So a very, very good ball. It did not deserve the 4 byes that it ends up getting them. But it all adds up to Kinetic Warriors tally. Just 7 needed now. 7 runs that stand between Kinetic Warriors and a spot in the finals of UCL3. Two balls left in this over. Will Srikanth try to finish it in this over, or are they in no rush? DK runs in. That's a very high shot by Srikanth, and it's a 6. Srikanth is in a quick fire mode right now. He does not want to see the next over. He wants to go back and relax for a little bit. 1 run now left to get. In all likelihood, this is going to be the last ball or the last over of the match. Kinetic Warriors have come back very strongly after losing 5 quick wickets. Lightning bolts, they did give it their all. They did not have any sort of target to play with on the scoreboard, just 79. They had to try and defend. But boy, did they try. They really did try. Raghu, the captain, led superbly from the front. An amazing opening spell. But in the end, Chanakya and Srikanth see the team through. Kinetic Warriors have taken this match in the end quite comfortably. It did not look like that at any stage. But that'll be it for the semi-finals 1. Kinetic Warriors move on to the finals, which will be played later on. Prashant gets a very deserving man of the match for Kinetic Warriors, having picked up a hat-trick and a 5-wicket haul. Congratulations to Kinetic Warriors. Heartbreak for Lightning Bolts. The defending champions are out of the running for this year's cup. And we'll be back with you in a short while for the second semi-final of UCL Season 3.